guys, thanks for joining me. This is your tarot reading for Tuesday the 16th of August. I want to have a look at what's coming up for you today and what the cards have to show you. Okay. So I think things have been a little bit difficult. You struggled a bit. And what I get is that you need to embrace a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at yourself. And the sense that I get is that you feel hard done by. I get the sense that you feel like the universe or God or the higher power has put you on this earth and has cursed you in some way so that you have to struggle. And I think the faulty belief that life is hard because you are the way you are has crept in somewhere, and you've given life to it, and you feel like there's something wrong with you and that life is always going to be hard. So this can translate itself into a number of ways. You know, God or the universe could have cursed you by putting you on planet Earth being unattractive, or not being as intelligent as you'd like to, or in a different social class than you'd like to belong to, or you're gay and you wanted to be straight, or you were an only child and you wanted to be in a family of 8, or you didn't have the opportunities, or there's some sort of flaw physically which keeps you and prevents you from doing what it is you really wanted to do. So for instance, you lost one of your legs when you were young and you always wanted to be a runner, and you have this feeling of, I have been hard done by, I have been cursed, and that is why my life is hard. If that applies to you, I know this isn't going to apply to everybody, but there are a couple of people who are watching this today, and this applies to you guys. If you have that feeling, it's time to choose a new thought. It's time to choose a new belief. And if you've had the belief that your higher power, your God, would punish you and would deliberately put you on this planet to torture you and to make you unhappy, then you need to let that go, and you need to find a new higher power who would never do something like that to you. You need to choose again, and you need to connect with something out there that is genuinely loving and that genuinely wants the best for you and that cares for you, and you need to choose to let go of this. I'm getting this message very clearly that there's some of you guys out there who are perpetuating this kind of thing through your own personal belief and through the way you perceive yourself as being the problem, and taking yourself into all different situations in life, and because you feel there's something flawed and wrong with you, there's a sense that everything you will ever try and do is doomed. Okay? So on this day, there's a wonderful opportunity to choose again and to leave that kind of thinking behind. You know, we all have this to some degree. If only I were taller, if only I were more attractive, if only that hadn't happened to me when I was 10. Life could be blah, blah, blah. As long as you do that, the cards are saying it will continue to be difficult. On this day, there's an opportunity to cut that down once and for all, to get rid of that kind of thinking and to choose something more positive, to start again, to see yourself as you are right now and to say, this is where we're at. And these are the good things about me. This is what I'm going to focus on. So for instance, I am 30, I have clothes to wear, the weather is nice, and I can choose which direction I'm going to go in. Okay? So that obviously can vary, and there are as many different circumstances, or there are as many potentials as there are people on earth. So basically, make a gratitude list, look at the good things about you, write them down, ignore the bad stuff, and list your assets. And by doing that, and by focusing on the good things about you and why you're a success and not a failure, that is the blessing of this day. So it's not just that the universe swoops down and says, here you go, here's a check, or there you go, there's a car, something physical. But the universe is blessing you today. No doubt about it. You are being blessed, and the blessing you're being given is the opportunity to choose again and to rediscover yourself in a different way, to identify yourself as something other, and by seeing yourself as a positive, courageous, strong, powerful, unique, amazing individual that you truly are, and by owning that, there's a chance today, and this is the blessing, that you'll actually own it and accept it and believe it. And it's by believing that and seeing yourself differently that a new path opens, and you can really enter a new chapter of your life, and you can really fundamentally start to change things around. This is an amazing blessing on this day because the investment changes. You stop investing in the bad stuff that's holding you trapped and keeping you small, and you start to invest in the good things about yourself, and that's not easy to do. We live on planet ego. It is not that easy to become your own best friend and to start supporting yourself. That is the real gift here, that we can turn it around. So any of you guys watching this who feel like you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or you're not intelligent enough, or you couldn't do it because, turn that around today. There's the opportunity to start again. And these kind of days, this kind of shift in thinking and perception can change your whole life around. You can decide to pull yourself out of the gutter on this day and to make your life a reflection of the amazing, wonderful you that you really are in truth. But the first thing you have to do is look at yourself and see something beautiful and exceptional and shiny, and that has the spark of the universe and God in it. So use that blessing that's coming in, make that shift, and you can start to build the kind of future you want, and this can be the first day of the rest of your life. Number-wise, we've got 5, and 1 is 6, and 1 is 7, and 7 is mind and creativity. Okay, so you are what you perceive yourself to be. You are who you create yourself in your own mind's image, in your own perception to be. You know, what's the thing in the Bible? God created us in his image. Well, you create yourself in your image. And if you're a child of God, then you have the ability to create as well. So use your God-given power to create, and create yourself as the wonderful, fabulous individual you really want to be, instead of this thing that never won and never achieved anything and na. So that's a really important message for this day. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab and you can order your reading with me there. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. And I also do live readings on Facebook, facebook.com/GregoryScott444. Like the page, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.